Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rakakodash. Down on us to the apostles and to the elders of Great Millstone, peace and salutations to the elect. With the Hebrew Israelites, Great Millstone Jamaica camp. Again, to prophesy the downfall of this society and the ushering of the kingdom of heaven. Various topics wheresoever the Spirit feel free to flow, that's where we'll go. You understand? Because there's a whole lot of things that are happening out there where prophecies are concerned. Prophecies such as the whole vintage feeling, what else? Wars and rumors of wars. Yeah, shalom, makia, saying we have that also on the rise. We have so much things happening right now that the Lord gave us the Spirit to come out here and speak about it. We're in the rain, so we're still doing it in season, out of season for all damn good reasons, man. God. Because the more we prophesy these things, man, is the more these things come to pass. What we're doing, we're literally speaking the things that the Lord prophesied of, really into being. You understand? So the more we speak of it, is the more it will come. So constantly, and more constantly, we are meant to speak of these things. What you have, sir?
2 15, verse 1. Says, behold, speak down the ears of my people the words of prophecy, which I will put in thy mouth, saith the Lord, and cause them to be written in paper, for they are faithful and true. Fear not the imagination against thee, let not the incredulity of them trouble thee that speak against thee. For all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness.
And times upon times they bring the scripture, but to the regular man, it would seem light, but for us it's not light. The things that are written in the scriptures are faithful and true. And we are now witnesses of these things to be faithful and true. So much that sometimes us that have this knowledge through the Spirit and power of Yahweh Hashem Yahshai, a lot of times we are marveled by the works of the Lord. Things that he said that he was going to do, that we are witnessing him doing it right in front of our faces. The vast majority don't watch them. They are dead. They are dead. They are not. They haven't been given the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven. So therefore, to them, it's little and nothing, or it's just mother nature to them, or misfortunate happenings, whatever. But as for us that are in the know, we know that these things are coming from on high, whether it be through directly the angels doing it, or the Lord using the angels to use men on earth, which are his hands, in doing these things. No, regardless of how it get done, it was foretold of all that these things was going to happen. These things were to be done, and now we are, as you said, we are witnesses of these things being done. When you go Luke, somebody can give me that question. Luke chapter 10 verse, I think it's 21 or 12. Question. Yeah? The Lord basically reaffirmed us that we are blessed to be witnessing these things. You understand? And if you can receive it, then just maybe that you're a part of the elect. Because the people that we are speaking of, are speaking to, are the elect. Really not for everybody. Well, we're going to show these nations their judgments. We're going to speak of what's to come, the destruction of the wicked, so on and so forth. We tell the nobles what's about to befall their empire. But really, the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven is for the elect, and chiefly the 144,000 men. Yeah? What will we have here?
Yeah? Luke 10 verse 21. In that hour Yahushai rejoiced in spirit and said, I thank thee, O Father, Lord of heaven and earth, that thou hast hid these things from the wise and prudent, and hast revealed them unto babes.
Yeah, so these things were hid from the ones that's supposed to be the nobles of the society, the ones that are in the know of what's happening in this world. The mysteries that are surrounded, they have not the mysteries, because the Holy Spirit wasn't given to them. it was given to the men of the Lord for a specific time. The Lord speak about He's sending His apostles last, man. You understand? As it were appointed to death. You know, because you used to have, what's his name? Malcolm X, Martin Lucifer King, yeah? You name it. You have different movements, people coming up who's not teaching back to Africa. Some teaching Islam, some teaching this, some teaching that, whatever. But the apostles now, which are the Israelites, the ones that were sent forth to teach, yeah? Those are the ones that really have this truth. That's us, man. You understand? Starting with the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. You understand? Go ahead,
Right, it says, even so, Father, for so it seemed good in thy sight. All things are delivered to me of my Father, and no man knoweth who the Son is, but the Father, and who the Father is, but the Son, and he to whom the Son will reveal.
And the Son has revealed the Father to us. So that's the reason why when we started off the lesson, we said, our praises to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai. We didn't came under the vibration of Jesus Christ any at all. We came under the vibration of Yahweh and His only begotten Son, Yahweh Shai. That's whom we serve. That's the being, yeah, that when we come up, we say, this is going to happen under the names of so on and so forth. We didn't give the credit unto anybody else but to Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Because truly, He's about to come and shake this earth. As it is written, the earth shall reel to and fro like a drunkard. And no idols out there supposed to come and claim that glory unto themselves. No. No man should claim that glory. Why? Because the Lord said He was going to do that. And to make it even more stamped, the fact that He sent forth His servants to come and remind the mass majority that, look, this is what I'm going to do. This is what the Lord is doing. He is reminding, yeah, you people that He has spoken of certain things. Like, for example, the people that choose to live like Sodom and Gomorrah, He had prepared a fiery judgment unto them. And by process of elimination, we see where that place, that key place where that sodomite spirit is being pushed on everybody, so we know what's supposed to be the fate of that place. And by process of elimination, we now know that that place is America. Mystery Babylon the Great, spiritually known as Sodom and Egypt, man. You understand? Well, you finish, right? You have an article?
Yeah,
What you done the article?
blessed are your eyes.
Yeah, bring that out one more question. Bring that out then. Yeah.
Verse 23, and He turned Him unto His disciples and said privately, Blessed are the eyes which see the things that you see. For I tell you that many prophets and kings have desired to see those things which you see, and have not seen them, and to hear those things which you hear, and have not heard them.
So this is the Lord speaking to His disciples 2,000 plus years ago, right? Now, how much more us that are living in 2023? Yeah? No, when you really check it, man, see, for us to be seeing this thing, we are really blessed, man. Blessed are our eyes. Because the apostles, the disciples, it wasn't prophesied of the mark of the beast, man. It wasn't prophesied of that back then. Until the mass majority of them basically died off, man. Because who get the prophecy of the mark of the beast? It was the Apostle John on the island of Patmos. So now, fast forwarding 2000 plus AD, right? We are now seeing that infrastructure being built. We have seen the device itself, and we have seen people being like lab rats being injected with that device under the skin. We see people, five people, including a Jake man, at what you call it, Neuralink. That's what's his name again? Elon Musk company that basically went for a trial phase to install that device in the brain, on the brain, man, on the surface of the brain. That's That's a big move in prophecy. That's a major, major move in prophecy. So now we are seeing these things. Then one would say then where we're at in prophecies. No, we can safely say then we are at the end. Because we measure, that, as the scripture says, measure the time diligently in itself. Now we have measured the time to see, oh shit, we are so close. This is what is happening. So therefore, our acts, our conversation, our deeds has to be about the kingdom, because this is how we're going to escape the other part, which speaketh of the judgment, if anybody is supposed to receive that devisement, which is the mark of the beast.
Right.
You understand? What do you have here? Our article?
Yeah, this is,
Yeah, bring it out.
RT News.
Bring it
This
out.
is, article from RT News, the 18th of March 2023. It says fatal earthquake hits Ecuador. It says,
Okay, so Ecuador get a hit with
yeah. It says,
which is another a sign to basically mark the time that you're living in. Yeah, go ahead.
It said the magnitude 6.7 earthquake killed at least 4 people and caused widespread damage.
And when this happened,
Today.
Because this is the first I'm hearing about this, right? So they're saying at least 6 people. So let's four, Salakia, at least 4 people. So let's listen to hear along the line how much casualties or how much people they found are fine, because it was the same thing in Turkey. This minute you hear this figure, then next minute you hear this figure, till the place basically stink with dead bodies, man. And they basically estimated that over 36,000 people died, man. Over 36,000 people died. Yeah? So these are great prophetic judgments being issued on planet Earth. Go ahead, huh?
It says a magnitude 6.7 earthquake struck Ecuador on Saturday, damaging roads, leveling buildings, and killing at least 4 people. See, the quake struck the coastal Guayas region at around noon. The U.S. Geological Survey reported its epicenter was located roughly 80 kilometers or 500 miles south of Guayaquil, the country's second largest city.
Right. So that was basically a major judgment, man.
God.
That's another, as I said, that's another thing to basically mark the times
God.
or the seasons, which were time and season is basically interchangeable. It's the same thing
God.
that you're in. You understand? And we're in some very serious times, man, because we are seeing where economies are being failing all over the world. The protests in Paris.
God.
What's his name? Macron moving up the retirement age from 62 to 64, and that's another protest.
Uproars.
Uproars. Yeah? These things are written in the scriptures, man. One might say these things was happening a long time, but not according to this scale. And there's a major censorship on various platforms as pertaining to these acts. Sometimes is men with phones, you know, and wheresoever things are happening, record it and send it out for you to see the actual real thing that's happening. When you watch like the Cartoon News Network, there ain't no real footage of what's really going on the ground, man. Cause those stations are basically known for going in the studios and creating events, staging scenes to get shit done. Well, we are speaking about men on the ground, live, recording like what happened in Suriname the other day. People right and smashing windows and shit. All that was written in the scriptures, man. It was foretold that these things was gonna happen. And You might have not seen it here, but guaranteed coming into a city near you, man, or a town. It's coming.
Hey, and see, and it really, this is because a lot of people now pay attention to certain things.
They never brace the impact.
Right?
Huh?
Yeah. I see them and say, oh, minimum wage are going to raise. And I bet there's enough people don't know, so once it raise,
They've been a deep
things
shit.
are going to raise.
They've been a deep shit.
And people are going to lose
Yeah,
their jobs.
people gonna lose jobs, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, work hours gonna cut.
Yeah, can.
For certain employees will basically consider their certain employers that are considering their employees, basically they're gonna think about it like, instead I lay you off, I'm gonna give you less
Hours.
days or less hours,
Yeah. Yeah,
so that everybody can have
A little food.
a little income.
yeah. In the industry where I work now, you see me, you have a time where you have a certain season where a lot of calls not come in. And rather than fire people,
Cut
them
your
give offers like either you want less hours or you work less days and get like more day off.
Yeah,
You see me? But no, but no, that it's voluntary now. You see me? But it gonna come to a point
where they're gonna have to be cutting staff.
That gonna be the charge.
Yeah, they're gonna just cut staff, man, because the businesses, they're gonna say, look, we're losing, and we can't maintain so much people to be working for us because the profitable margin, yeah, is dwindling. What we are supposed to be benefiting from, we now have to be spending it back on you. So we're gonna have to cut staff, man.
Right.
Very, very serious times we're living in, man. And when you cut staff, you basically cut mouths, yeah, to be fed, man. Cut food from mouths, that's Salakia. Cut the food from mouths to be fed, and as the brother put on the comment board, that's when they're gonna, introduce unto you people about UBIs, man. Universal Basic Income. You understand? Go ahead, huh?
Just meet these targets and you're able to
You
get
can, exactly.
It says, it's the 2 verse 9 and 1. He says, he answered me then and said, measure thou the time diligently in itself.
And you were saying here out here in the carpentry world, measure twice and cut once, man.
Can.
See, so you have to constantly go back over these prophecies.
Which is right.
Constantly looking to say, what did the scripture say about this? What did the scripture say what's going to happen there? It says, measure it diligently. The measure twice is being diligently, man.
Can.
You understand? That means whenever shit happen, you can say, oh, here the scripture said this is what's going to happen. Go ahead.
It says, time diligently in itself, and when thou seest part of the signs pass, which I have told thee before, then shalt thou understand that it is the very same time wherein the highest will begin to visit the world which he made.
And the highest is here, man. The spirit of the highest is here. Through his only begotten son, Yahweh Shai. And he's doing a whole lot of things, man. The Lord is doing a whole lot. Yeah? And a lot of people, basically gonna feel the blunt of it.
That's right.
Terribly. Yeah?
Yeah.
And heavily. Go ahead.
It says, therefore, when there shall be seen earthquakes and uproars of the people in the world,
Go ahead.
then shalt thou well understand that the Most High spake of those things from the days that were before thee, even from the beginning.
Then you're gonna understand. Who's gonna understand? The living. The ones that are in the know. The ones that aren't in the know, they're not gonna understand shit. You know? Some of them are dying at them ignorance, man. As the scripture says, for all the unfaithful shall die in their unfaithfulness. There's no helping them but the Lord putting them out of their miseries.
That's right.
But as for the elect, there is hope. Yeah, go ahead.
It says, for like as all that is made in the world are a beginning and an end, and the end is manifest.
And the end is manifest. And you're witnessing the manifestation of the end right now. See? Everybody in every country that basically come from like the early 90s and back, that you would say you know some form of, what should I call this? Reason to live when he was a youth. You know, when he was a youth, he didn't have certain cares, like certain responsibilities wasn't on you. And in your mind, it was not good, but there was a purposeful feeling of life to somewhat degree. Fast forward now, that has been changed, man. The more they have increased technology, is the harder life has become. When you really look at it, yeah? The smarter the phones are, the more dumbed down and stupid people become. Yeah?
Good example is the sugarcane industry.
Yeah.
Having a St. Thomas, when they basically start to introduce tractors and stuff.
So exactly.
A lot of people get laid off.
Everybody get laid. Exactly. The more technology come about, is the more people start to feel the blunt of this devil.
Gun.
Well, it's the same thing now. You brother make mention of UBIs. Robotics, yeah, is the order of the day. And AIs, man. Yeah?
And they might introduce the link thing now.
With
where
money
them
grab,
say you can
remittance.
collect remittance. Yeah.
True link and all these things.
You
So you know what that
need the
means?
middleman. You don't need the middleman no more.
MoneyGram gone, Western Union gone, all these business where basically set up a transfer money to people.
Because the link's supposed to be directly here to your bank account, right? So when the money sent to your link account, you can just go to the ATMs and basically pull it from there. So you don't need to, and they're basically selling it to the people. No more lines. You don't have to stand up in any line, pulling out the farm, whatever.
Hey, I don't know if the brother them watch the meeting with Yellen. Basically, she basically is saying that, man, a lot of these banks basically is gonna left for dead.
Yep.
You have certain banks that basically certain major banks, a very few of them, you know what I mean, they're gonna give a bailout. But the rest of the banks them gonna have to go, man.
Yep.
You know,
By design.
and the banks that basically that are left is the bank that basically, are going, give them a major boost towards the CBDC, man. So
Yep. Central banks.
yes.
Mainly
So-
central banks.
So the thing is, the regular bank, as they say in America, the community banks,
Yeah.
they're gonna get rid of them.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? The small bank gonna go.
Yep.
Yeah. So that's what new now. So listen out for here. Listen out. Hearing about major bank runs, man.
Yep.
You know what I mean?
Where the small man basically have to try
So,
get them money out of the
If it's
the
a Bank of
account.
America, Wells Fargo, and them banks right now, them now cover the other bank apart from those banks.
Yep. They only need what we call influential banks to basically pilot the new system.
Yeah.
So them little regular banks, whether you want to be commercial or not,
Right.
you basically have to cut. See it? Because
I need so much out, man.
exactly. Yeah. The central banks, that's why I call it CBDCs now. Central banking, digital currency. So it's all about central banks and banks that have influence over the people.
Major banks,
You
man.
understand?
Yeah. So, that's what. No, I was hearing a little while ago. I heard a female basically complaining about the minimum wage that the Jamaican government basically said them gonna up minimum wage. And it brought to mind a video that I was watching in the week with this Chinese. What's his name?
Chinese Tucker.
Get a cur- But I don't feel like he's a Moabite still. He have a spirit of a Jake. So he can be a Jake, get a Kirk.
The minimum
You
wage
know?
thing.
But what he's saying, a lot of Jamaicans are disgruntled at the way I'm bringing it out, but in truth and in fact, that's how it is, man. This is capitalism, man. Hey, people go in a business to make money.
Yep.
Who going to business with people?
Yeah. These people go in and have a balance sheet, man. Yeah? Now, if you raise interest rate, it's going to reflect on business owners.
Gone.
And business owners are going to take steps to protect their interests. It's simple as that, man. You know why people are get mad at him because him say what him say. Him right.
People like truth.
Him right. That's how businesses work. And guess what? And guess what? You know, when AI systems coming in, as the act speak about earlier, people gonna do what is more efficient for their businesses. That's how it works. You know what I mean? No, you know? So he's saying that, look, man, we have to commodity price will go up because we have to go raise the goods them we have now.
Exactly.
You know, and if we can't do that, we have to go lay off workers. That's what the man saying now.
And, but we've been saying that that's what's going to happen. That is only
The
natural.
man not saying nothing wrong.
If the Fed raise interest rate, central banks have to raise interest rate. Yeah, price of goods have to go up. Simple. When you increase your minimum wage, it only means that it's defeating the purpose of raising the damn interest rate.
Gone.
You understand?
Hey, look, man. The government is trying to edge against inflation. Here in Jamaica, they're trying to edge against inflation, man. You know what I mean? But guess what? You know, it's a what you call it now? Slide of the hand. Generalship. Because the thing that them actually do are going to cause things to go up.
Exactly.
So it don't go match back. It's at the same value, same way I go buy the goods them same way.
Yeah.
You're
But-
not
and
getting
more
no more
stress.
value to your pay.
And
So
I'm
if-
more stress.
So if they get $10 and the $10 could I buy 10 mango and you raise interest rate to $11, you know what I mean? $11 is still gonna continue to buy 10 mango.
Or maybe 9 mangoes.
Yeah, or
Yeah,
9
maybe
mango.
nine,
So
yeah.
yeah, they be playing tricks on the people, man. You know what I mean? But guess what? You know, the balance is not going to play with inflation, man. It's not going to work, man. Especially over there in America, man. You know what I mean? Because just because they say they're going to bail out a couple banks, you know, it's going to make the situation worse because that is the reason why inflation is on the run right now. Because from 2008, the bailout them did not take place. Bailout take money. And money brought into the system, you know what I mean, the value, the money that in the system. It's simple.
You know, back why not coal. It's legal tender. There's no precious commodity that
You know what I mean? They just create money at 10 years. You know what I mean? Debt, money based upon debt. And the more you put in, the more
debt.
the surplus to the inner circulation are going to have less value.
Exactly.
Simple.
The more
That's
debt
the
you have-
dynamic, man.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Now, you have people out here in Jamaica, some people get glad to say them get minimum wage go up. It's not going up, man. The numbers may change, but the value is the same, man. And that's what you people can't understand. You heard wage stuff about with words, brother.
This is Haggai 1 verse 6. Yeah, it says, ye have sown much and
Right.
bring in little.
Right.
Ye eat, but ye have not enough.
Right.
Ye drink, but ye are not filled with drink.
Look, man. I remember when $5,000 could
Enough
buy
money.
a lot of things, man.
You got a grocery.
The other day it was $10,000. And now it's got more than $10,000. Every time you go to the
$10,000 can't buy nothing
every
better.
time you go to the supermarket,
$10 bill you
you
can't
know what
buy.
I mean? The price of the things them, it's like you depend on a gradual increase, man.
Yeah?
You know what I mean? Every money you get, you know,
Yeah, man.
disappear.
Those
Just
that-
disappear, man. Things cost of living is so high.
Right,
You know what I mean? The money just disappear to your pocket, man.
Exactly.
But guess what? It's a part of the curse of the Lord Yahweh Shemi Awashai, man.
And it's gonna get worse.
Yeah?
Say, ye have drink, but ye have not filled with drink.
Right.
Ye clothed you, but there is none warm.
Right.
He that earneth wages to put into a bag with holes.
So they earn wages, putting it to a bag. What a bag with oil do? A bag with oil, that means that your money keep trickling out. Trickling out without even noticing it. Yeah?
Exactly.
Remember one time when
Without what? Notice
we
it?
don't notice.
Who not notice that?
You
But it just drop out through the bottom. You put the money in it, drop out to the bottom. Remember one time business thing was
Never
one
question
song
for you ask.
about? So you can't even question if you ask why $1,000 bill done so fast.
$5,000
No, one
bill.
$5,000 bill done so fast. Then gone beyond that.
Then the artist then come with the song and say, and to mouth.
Get the money, it done.
Yeah, let me take that.
It's a scripture, man. Manifesting itself, man. Manifesting itself over and over again. Hey, look.
What do you want to believe?
What you want to believe, yes or no? You put in wages into a bag with holes, man.
Exactly.
And this now going to end until the so-called white man kingdom get uprooted off the earth, man.
Right? So you better pray for the kingdom get
Yeah?
uprooted now.
The thing's going to get worse, man.
Yeah?
The inflation, hey, the element, the government, at some point, they're going to can't play the balancing act anymore, man. Things are going to fall apart, man.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? People are going to really get the squeeze. The only thing them can deceive people and continue to do that, them something here. Is one thing, you see? If you constantly basically pressure businesses, you know what I mean? In a sense, you see, because everything have a balance, you know. Yeah? If you pressure businesses, you know what I mean? To basically spend more, you know what I mean? And you run the thing in one place where, you know, goods, people can't even afford goods, you know what I mean? To reflect back, it's a cycle. To reflect back on the business itself, you know what I mean? And business basically have to just shut down. No money now make. They have to pay out money. The things them sell too expensive, people can't buy it. Them can't pay for them bills. So automatically business shut down.
Gone. Which that's where
Which
we're
is a
going,
recession.
man.
Which basically we're going in a recession, man.
Austerity. Them have to cut spending.
Yeah.
You know?
You know, you have to go into some austerity measures as the accent. You know what I mean? Cut more jobs, by the way.
Yep. Cut job times.
Yeah.
As the access Isaiah 65:13.
Wage freeze. Hey, at some point, they have to go take a route where they have to go wage freeze or whatsoever route they have to take. You know, but things basically spiraling out of control.
Yep.
Right now, where it is.
Exactly, and it's only getting worse, man.
Gone.
See? The brother quote a scripture, Isaiah 65:13, basic wisdom.
Right.
Therefore, thus said the Lord power, behold, my servant shall eat, but he shall be be hungry. Behold, my servant shall drink, but he shall be thirsty.
God.
Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but he shall be. Behold, my servant shall rejoice, but he shall be ashamed.
Right, and that's what's gonna go down, man. You know, a lot of people out here gonna feel what it feels like not eating for days, man, and months.
Yep.
Yeah?
Because basically you forsake the ways of the Lord, man.
Gone.
You forsook his holy mountain, and
Gone.
the scripture say up top.
Gone.
Yeah.
And look, man, best believe, man, until you don't have economic turmoil, you know what I mean? When you have economic turmoil, wars follow. A matter of fact, when the scripture talk about the end, you know, you have certain things happen, you know, in quick succession because they are connected, man. When the Lord, when the disciple asked the Lord, man, what is the sign of thy coming and when shall be the what shall be the end of the world? What end of the age? The Lord tell them something that is unique to the fall of a kingdom, man. You know, all these things happen in tandem whenever a kingdom falling, man.
Especially major empires.
You could have people find it hard to cope, you know what I mean, with money, getting food or whatsoever, you know what I mean. You have people getting frustrated with the powers that be. That's why scripture say uproars among the people, you know what I mean. And all type of things start to happen, man. You know what I mean, to culminate in one thing. The end of a specific kingdom.
Exactly.
And we are seeing those things right now.
Financial struggles.
People going through financial struggles as the accent right now. You know what I mean? Uproars gonna happen in result of that. You know what I mean? And at the same time we have diseases, man. You know, because healthcare is expensive.
Hell on
you know?
earth, man.
You know what I mean? Then you have wars and disasters will follow. You know what I mean? And the backs of all of that, man. Yeah?
Sanitary napkins and all that.
And believe it or not, you know, it connects spiritually, it connects, hey, look, man, this thing will take place as going on before, it will connect to the heavens, man.
Yep.
Because people mindset and how people behave connect to even the heavens, man. You know, it's spiritual. You know what I mean? But the physical, it even connect to the physical heavens, man. Hey, look, man, the moon itself, you know, have an effect on people's mind. You know what I mean? They call it lunatic. A man that is mad, a lunatic, man, because, you know, at a certain point in time, you know,
And the moon is
when certain part of the certain cycle of the moon, you know, yeah. So you have it have an effect on the mind. So you certain alignment. When you see certain alignment are making the sky, certain eclipses and thing that, you know what I mean. All these things have a physical effect on the earth. Even the sun. The sun of a sun on the way of roaring, you know. Look. Even the sun, you know, you have some scientists now. You have some scientists now who basically study the sun, and them can tell you know, a forecast based upon what's happening on the sun when it come out to earthquakes on the earth, man.
Exactly.
You have a thing we call sunspots, sunspots, or CME, coronal mass eruption or something like that, where basically you have a solar flare that could come from the sun. You know what I mean? We let out electromagnetic wave towards the earth that can trigger earthquakes, man. You know what I mean? So you have people who sit down daily watching the sun, you know what I mean? And if coronal mass eruption coming from the sun, you know what I mean? And can say, oh, look, this area which part of it, or earthquake or shake. When they talk about 1, 2 point or 3 point. But this is all them forecasting earthquake now. Now although east of technology to trigger earthquake, you have earthquake happening naturally this way. You know what I mean? So the heavens have a lot to do with what's going on the earth, the people mindset, you know, the disasters, and it's all coming down to where everything happening at a specific time. When a kingdom is about to fall, the turmoil and everything will take place, I show us the kingdom, the desperation, you know, all them things here will lead up to one thing, the end of the kingdom, man. Yeah? Go on, I'll read it.
This is Luke 21 and verse 25. It says, and there shall be signs in the sun.
There shall be signs in the sun. What is sign in the sun? Like I'm speaking about, man. These people watching the sun, for the sunspots on the sun, you know what I mean? The CME, coronal mass eruption, and them thing that those are signs in the sun. Right? Yeah? Eclipses are also signs in the sun, man. You don't think an eclipse of certain effect on the earth? Weather, eclipses and them you know, effect on the weather and all them things, man.
Effect on people as well.
Yeah? You have a thing we call the grand solar minimum, man. You know? Crops can't grow because too much sun. A certain place, man.
You know, sun it can weaken the immune system through the winter.
Go on.
Take vitamin D.
Go on.
It says, and there shall be signs in the sun,
right,
and in the moon,
right,
and in the stars,
right,
and upon earth the stress of nations,
right,
with perplexity, the seas and the waves roaring.
Right.
It says, men's hearts failing them for fear and for looking.
This is where we're at right now, man. When you have economic turmoil, man, you have people go there protesting for all manner of things, man. Disasters popping up, man. All different type of disasters popping up, man. You know, droughts. You know, crops, locusts eating off crops at certain place, man. War.
It's happening for years now.
You know what I mean? This marks the end of a kingdom, and it's not the first happening, man. It's not the first it's happening. It happened in another time when other ages coming to an end.
Yep. When
it happened when other kingdoms was coming to an end. The same sequence of events is happening over again, man.
As it is written, there's no new thing.
There's no new thing under the sun. That's what the scripture says. Yeah? Go on now.
It's the men's heart failing them for fear and for looking after those things which are coming on the earth.
Right, look how things poised to happen, man. Yeah, we have a every day you hear about the situation between Russia and Ukraine. You have people saying that we're coming this close to thermonuclear war.
Yeah, you must have 90 seconds now to midnight.
So people looking forward for thermonuclear war, man. They're looking forward. You have people constantly saying, oh, when the economy is going to go down. When it's going to crash. Because they know that it's going to crash. When the bubble is going to burst.
It's feeling, man.
When people are hit the streets,
Believe it or not.
people keep on anticipating these things, man. Because these things are the things them marking the end, man.
But they draw them to say, oh, the rally, peace rally, where they keep on Washington
Yeah.
should be full. Only 25,000 people, it should be full.
Right.
More people
This
should
is
be
the
there.
end, man. If you don't know that this is the end, boy, I don't know what type of rock you're living under, man.
The internet rock.
Yeah?
It says, for the powers of heaven shall be shaken.
Right.
And then shall they see the Son of Man coming in a cloud with power and great
No,
glory.
the devil's out here saying that, look, man, you know, you have some big craft that let off other small probes to monitor things on the earth, man. Yeah, they're coming out now on mainstream news saying that a bigger craft let out other probes and they have probes circling the earth and up and down and people seeing other, that's what they're saying, that the UFO of some mothership, which we know is a fathership.
Can-
Even if you want to call it mother, because it's like a womb where we're working.
Yeah, caught up in it.
Yeah.
You want to say
They're
we
gonna
want to call
come
it.
down.
But hey, look, man,
Whatever.
you know, the chariots are here, man. They won't tell you that it's chariots, though. They're going to build a story, build a narrative, you know what I mean, and try to control the whole narrative concerning the angels and the chariots and the Lord, man, because they're going to set the people on the earth to fight against the Lord. Now they're openly telling you that there are other activities going on outside of the planet that is not of the earth, man.
Right?
Now they openly tell you. I see how we are people dumb and stupid right now. You can't even tell. I want them to tell them. Them can't receive it.
Can.
Right, man.
People can't even receive it.
That's the reason why when they want certain rioting reaction, they
Can.
must send agents
Con,
on the street to start the bullshit for them.
you're so dumb right now. These men telling that, look, man, they have other beings apart from what's going on earth right now, and then people just looking like,
Okay.
okay, nothing to see here.
Sleep. Love sleep.
Eh? Yeah? La land, man. La land. Yeah? it's serious. You know, and you see, I want them to see like the people, you know, this dead mind state, which is they're actually dead for true. You can actually tell them what you have to know, and them like,
No. Whatever. What is
yeah, because these crackers be telling you what they're gonna do. And people just look at them and just back to what them did before. Yeah?
Got nothing to do with me.
Yeah.
Hey, like,
Dumb, man.
I was bro God gonna give them a speech in the parliament. I have people start changing their mind and I say, boy, they never either look funny like say that way man do it.
Yeah.
And basically I tell them say, boy, basically him not do things in a rush like that. Him take time and him do things to make things work. Like, you know, I give the people them the sweet talk,
Yeah.
yes, divination, and all them something, man. And now prepare the people them for the day of battle where I come, man.
Right now,
Yeah.
he's not ever for use of witchcraft. And then people need to use a witchcraft and them people anymore. You know,
has really
you
been
cannot
done.
tell them anything right now because they're dead, man. Dead.
It's just a wicked boast of his heart desire.
The
See?
only thing
And
these
more
people
than
can
boast.
calculate right now is how to do wickedness, man. Them can't reason nothing else. Nothing else them can't reason. It's proven, man. A 2020 event. Prove that the people can't reason.
God.
Can't discern.
Can't discern anything at all.
Hey.
Dead.
Dead.
And even when they are discern today.
God.
Scripture says twice dead.
Then it says,
go
and
on.
when these things begin to come to pass, then look up and lift up your heads,
Right.
for your redemption draweth nigh.
That's why there's a sense of urgency. We out here doing this thing, man. This is urgent, man.
That's what we're starting the lesson with, man.
Yeah? This is urgent.
We have to do it, whether
Yeah.
rain or fall or not. See, because the more we speak these things, the more it start to come to pass.
Gone.
Come. It says, I'm just bring out this. I bring out the end.
Right.
It says, 2 Corinthians 9 and 6. It says, even so, the times also of the highest
Right.
of plain beginning
Right.
in work, in wonder, and powerful works,
Right.
and endings in effects and signs.
These effects and signs is not something that happen 24/7, 48 hours right around the clock. Since the earth exists, you have a specific time when these things happen. Just like seasons per year, when you have winter specifically, you know that is a cold time. Some places get snow.
And you have certain time when in winter it gets colder
Yeah.
at some time.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah? When it come on to the whole span of time, you know what I mean? You have events that happen at
Certain times.
certain specific time, at certain junction, or whatever you want to call it. And we are having those things right now. A man mind so small, you go think say your cycles only work within a week and within a year.
Or under the watch.
Cycle go beyond that. Decades, centuries, ages, man. And each of these things have effects
God.
to mark these things, man.
It's not important.
Whether it want to be alignments, you know what I mean? Events going on the earth. Tell us the season that we're in. We're in the season right now. You know what I mean? But the Lord, with the season of the Lord, they're going to make him a rival in, man. And you have a lot of things going to happen in this season
That's right, man.
to mark the type of season that there is. Yeah?
What? Verse 7 to just say what after that say.
Go on.
This reason why we're out here even with the rain of fall.
Go on.
It says, and everyone that shall be saved and shall be able to escape by his works
Go on.
and by faith whereby he have believed.
Go on.
Yeah. The reason why we're out here, one of the main reason why we're out here is because we believe, man.
Go on.
Zin, and that our faith. We'll see if we have time to come.
Go on.
Ecclesiastes 3 and verse 1. To everything there is a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven.
Everything, there's a season and a time to every purpose under the heaven, man. That's how things work. It don't go work as small as how you look upon it, you can see it, you know. In a quick span of time, it go beyond that. Yeah? Go on.
A time to born and a time to die. A
Go on.
time to plant and a time to pluck up
Go on.
that which is planted.
Go on.
A time to kill and a time to heal. A time to break down and a time to build up.
This is going to be the breaking down of a kingdom. And then you have a time when another kingdom is going to be built, man. Yeah? Every kingdom have an expiry date, man.
Except the kingdom of heaven.
Except the everlasting kingdom. Yeah? What? I scripture say the Lord said, Esau, give me a precept to Act 1.
A time to weep and a time to laugh.
Go
A
on.
time to mourn. A time to dance. A time to cast away stones. A time to gather stones
Go on.
together. A time to embrace and a time to refrain from embracing.
Go on.
A time to get and a time to lose.
Go
A
on.
time to keep and a time to cast away. A time to read and a time to sow. A time to keep silent.
Go
And
on.
a time to speak.
Go on.
A time to love and a time to hate. A time of war and a time of peace.
Right. And hey, look, man. This is the time of war, man. This is the time of hate also. You know, you used to be coming out with them hate speech and you hate this and you hate that. You know what I mean? You can hate, man. Like if I hate that this devil is an unrighteous thing. No, it's not unrighteous. He used to be hating what he want to hate. So we have the right to hate him for what he's doing. You know what I mean? We're not going to do like General Grievous say, yo,
We don't
we don't hate white people. God hate. We hate white people, man.
the Edomites.
Them have the power, you know what I mean? They are the stewards right now of the earth. You know, and them have the power to make things right. And they don't want to. And they don't intend to. Because it's not in them to do that.
That's why MJ said they don't really care
But
about us.
that's, yep.
You know.
Yeah?
That's what I'm saying. Heal the
The
world.
devil is just a bunch of hypocrites, man. And we can see how hypocritical they are, man. A regular nigger can't see past that, but we can see the hypocrisy with the so-called white man, man. From the least to the greater.
Yep, all little devils, man.
Yeah? Quit playing around, man. We're not seeking our approval from the cracker, man. You know what I mean?
Alright, Job chapter 14, verse 5. Seeing his days are determined,
Right.
the number of his months are with thee.
Right.
Thou hast appointed his bounds that he cannot pass.
Can the Lord set a bound
God.
that this man can pass. The Lord doing things by time. By time. You know, it's not random, man.
Hey, one more.
Timing. That's how the Lord thing go by timing, man.
Good.
Yeah? And he saw know. Him know when him know the signs and effects them, man, and him see them thing that have manifest now. That's what the scripture say out. Him know that him have what? A short time. So him know the effects them. Him know the things that will take place when the age coming to an end, man. Him know that him at an end. But guess what? Him want to translate one new order. You know? He want to jump the gun and say, oh, the one I can fall apart now. I can set myself in place. We bring about the next one. But guess what? You're not going to be a part of the new order, man. And that's what I try to do now. Try to set himself
Squeeze it.
to go again. You want to go 2 times. Eh?
Yep.
This devil want to go 2 times.
You want to create a glitch in the system so you can go again. Out order.
Out order. Eh? Yeah, next man they get a try now, man.
One not prophet, man.
You want to try 2 times.
One not prophet. The scripture says why injuries and riches cut by this seed.
The kingdom is translated from one.
to another.
Revelation 12 and verse 12 said, therefore rejoice ye heavens and ye that dwell in them.
Right.
Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, for the devil is come down unto you having great wrath, because he knoweth that he had but a short time.
It is done by timing, man. The Lord have a timing and the Lord have certain things set in place so you know what time it is. You know what I mean? Or you know when a day I come to an end. You know? You know that it's the sun, you have the sun going it down. Place start get dark. Same thing go for the morning. Those are signs showing you that
What
the day
timing?
is coming to an end and a new day is beginning. Yeah? Everything have a sign.
Everything
Yeah?
works in a time.
And everything work within a certain order, a time.
That's why the scripture said the night is far spent.
Yeah, and the day is at hand.
Because the night
Yeah?
that we in right now,
Yeah.
our oppression. Our day come with the light of the rise for us, our glory.
God.
So, can you see?
Right.
Daniel chapter 5 verse 25. It says, and this is the writing that was written.
God.
Many tick of person. This is the interpretation of the thing. Many. God had numbered thy kingdom
Right,
and finished it.
right,
Tickle, thou art weighed in the balances and art found wanting.
right. And that's what going on with the so-called white man right now too. Yeah? It's the same vibration on Babylon.
The blasphemer.
Same vibration came up on Babylon. It's the same vibration coming up on you, man. The Lord measure you. You know what I mean? You found wanting, man. Yeah?
Pollute the earth, you pollute the people, you pollute
So many things to do, man, and feel like, say, yo, you're going to get away with it, man. Everything get messed the hell up, man. Under your stewardship, man. Everything messed up, man. Everything messed up. You know what I mean? Lord, come back, come to the house. You know what I mean? Things thrown down all over the place. You know what I mean? Room all messy. You know what I mean? Dirty plate in the kitchen. Yeah? Lord, come back, come see the things messed up, man. The planet messed up, man. The animals are banged up. Beach fishes beaching themselves. You know, bees dying off. You know, radiation everywhere. You know what I mean? Animals becoming extinct.
because of this man.
Eh? Under your stewardship, man. Now you're talking about climate change. Whether it's real or not real, it will be your fault, man.
I have to blame you, man.
It will be your fault, man.
God.
Now the people crazy as hell, you know, don't know them don't know whether they're a female or male, even though it's so obvious that when you're a female, and even though it's so obvious when you're a male, now the people so confused in the head, man.
Still Pierce Bragg.
This so far the thing go.
What if you say he's a black lesbian?
Somebody tell you one day if this was big play or a joke where people just do some, oh, we're just kidding, you know what I mean? But people really serious. You have men really seriously believe that they are women. Seriously.
People start saying he and she.
You know, we come and try to wonder if, you know,
He and them.
one day I can see them say it's a joke. It's not a joke, man. This man bang up the planet, man. Destroy the people. Look, man. Destroy them, destroy the earth. Hey, no, look, man. You have man like Vocab Malone and all them trying to convert you into Christianity that does so much ill on the planet from day one, man. Because that's a part of the deception, you know, messing with the people's mind, man. You know what I mean? But hey, the scripture tell about the ones that are gonna get salvation, yeah. You know what I mean? And so far, it still say so far from them, but them look for.
Yeah.
You know? Yeah, because Christians is for this messed up society, man. Yeah? Why not?
Revelation 11 and 18.
God.
And the nations were angry,
Right.
and thy wrath is come.
Why the nations are angry? Because in that time, these are the effects of the time.
Right.
Yeah? And all these things produce wars, unrest, and all them something there. That's what anger that is driving out there right now. Bank failures, man. People losing them hard-earned wages, man.
Yep.
Yeah? That's what's going to happen, man. People going to get crazy out here on the streets, man. Losing them shit without no way to get it back, man. After them trust in the system.
God.
Yeah? Yeah, go on. So the nations are angry, go on.
And the nations were angry, and thy wrath is come.
Right.
And the time of the dead that they should be judged.
Right, this is judgment. We're entering into the judgment of the Lord, man. That's where we're at. That's where we're at, man. So why one skylarking and feel like, yo, everything is all good? We're in the judgment, man. And things gonna stir up more and more as the days go by, that it become obvious that you're in the judgment, man. They say, I saw in the sun, the place of judgment, that wickedness is there. Negroes don't even identify that they're in judgment and continue for the wickedly. Imagine that. Yeah? Imagine that. You're about to be judged for wickedness and doing wickedness, not knowing that you're about to be judged for wickedness, man. Go on. Go on.
Right, and the time of the dead that they should be judged.
Go on.
And that thou shouldest give reward unto thy servants the prophets,
Go on.
and to the saints, and them that fear thy name,
Go on.
small and great, and should destroy, and
Just
shouldest
destroy them.
destroy them which destroy the earth.
Who destroy the earth, man? Who ruling the earth, man? There's no denial about them thing, you know? You have men who come out and say, oh, look, man, Esau get done away with. And then who's the so-called white man, man? He's ruling the earth, man. Where in the Bible speak of him, man?
Precept.
Where in the Bible speak of who ruling at the end, man? And if the so-called white man is not Esau, then who is he, man? And if he's not the wicked, then who is he, man?
Ways that to destroy.
It's so obvious who is doing all of this, man. Who is at the forefront of the stubborn job the other day? Who's at the forefront stabbing up everybody with this poison juice, man? Who was it, man? And then them have a nerve telling you that, look, man, hey, we was doing gain of function research. And And every time you see one of the report coming out, oh, we're trying to see if we can bring back certain viruses.
Who destabilize nations.
Yeah.
From Hiroshima and Nagasaki.
Who is doing it, man? Who is doing it, man? But yeah, we are Israel. Hebrew Israelites. It's the worst thing going, man. Worst thing. Emergency. Because look, man, we so dangerous. We so dangerous, man. But the so-called white man can go and bomb up a wedding tonight, man.
Yeah, scotch free.
Somewhere in Yemen or something like that, man.
Justified.
And nobody speak on it, man. But guess what? We out here speaking the truth, man. We are the worst thing. What about speaking about them other activities going on, wicked activities going on, and atrocities on the earth, Mr. Vocab?
Them do to the Native American Indians.
Yeah?
About that. Genocide. Them coming.
Yeah? Look, man, they want to take down our videos of line, man. We have niggers supporting niggers, killing each other, man.
Yep.
Gun violence being promoted on YouTube and all these places, but they never see them videos get taken down, man.
Nah, get flagged, nah, get sick.
You see how hypocritical and ass backward this society is, man?
Songs promoting killing.
Yeah. And adultery and all them type of something there. Witchcraft. Yeah, in Jamaica now the songs that basically out and famous now are support witchcraft, man. Openly. But yet we are the worst thing going. We are the worst thing going for preaching the Bible.
Scripture. This is Daniel 7:25.
Yeah.
And he shall speak great words against the Most High,
Right.
and shall wear out his saints.
Right.
Salakia. Alright. And he shall speak great words against the Most High,
Right.
and shall wear out the saints of the Most High,
Right.
and think to change times and laws,
Right.
and they shall be given into his hand until a time and times and the dividing of time.
Right.
Alright. Alright, so as they say, what do them something, yo?
Yeah.
Scripture tell you. Right?
Only blind could see who's doing it, man. Yeah?
Ecclesiasticus 10 verse 8 said, because of unrighteous dealings and
Right.
injuries and riches got by deceit,
Right.
the kingdom is translated
What I
from
mean by
one-
riches got by deceit? As you can see right now, you know, you can see the look, man. These men, you know, them encourage people to put their money in these banks, man. I know, a lot of people can't get back their money, man. You know what I mean? Robber money, my wage, man. And they make it that look like you get paid. You make it that, and they make it that you get paid in the banks, man. You're not gonna put money in there and guess what? You're gonna owe your money as a ransom for you to get a wicked, do something wicked, like putting a device in your hand, man. And that's what it's coming down to. Who holding one's money? He's a thief, man. The soccer one is a thief, man.
A good example is when you have, like, say, you're saving for pension,
Yeah,
and you try to withdraw that pension earlier than the maturity date.
Yeah.
Them tax you.
God.
Because say there's a charge to withdraw it earlier than the maturity date. You see, my brother mentioned about Macron increasing the age of what you call it, retirement,
God.
You see me, to 64. You see me? That's a robbery, because them want people dead before they collect them funds.
the intention is not to give you anything, man. And guess what? The money is not real. What they gonna give you? All the labor you labor all your life, man. The money not even real.
Are they not scared gadgets?
You know what I mean? False hope. You sell the people a false hope, man. And that never get paid. You never get paid for that shit. Ripping off the body of the planet, man. Wanna?
because of unrighteous dealings and riches got by deceit,
God.
the kingdom is translated from one people to another.
Right. Yeah?
This is Micah 6.
Everything that you're doing right now, that's the reason why, you know, it's gonna rip from your hand, man. Man, the man of a report say, oh look, man, there is no, some of that pit where them have, I think, them thing that microchip them. Him saying that, look, and the man I dig them, and when there are documentary there, when a man go down there, you know what I mean? Man hard boat in one pit and dig with their hand. And them get little and nothing. Little and nothing. For wage, man. So he used to be lying. Say, oh, you chip in your iPhone. You know what I mean? And them thing that make an iPhone, it's not men down here digging it with them hand. We have equipment doing it. And when you go down there, man are boat in the pit.
That's the equipment.
It's devil. Yeah?
I'm actually sponsor small militias to drive out people from them homes so
Correct.
that them can dig some of them places if you get the minerals in from it.
Con.
So them call it conflict minerals.
Correct.
Look that up.
It's for the devil, man. Con.
Micah 2 verse 1 says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds.
Con.
When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hands.
Yep.
And they covet fields and take them by violence,
Right.
and houses and take them away. So they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage.
A person us with on our heritage. That's the main heritage basically the Lord is caring about right now. What about our house, man? We're not allowed to own anything on the planet as a people. Yeah? Thinking that you're not going to pay for that, man. Something that is ours, by the way, because the planet is ours, man. Yeah? The planet is ours, man. But yet we can't obtain not even a square on it. Something that is our own, we can't obtain not even a square. You get a piece of paper, right? Landholder. It's devil, man. It's devil. Hey, look, man, we're gonna, you see? This is some of you. Hey, man, so we'll get him. You see? We're gonna remember these things, man. Every time I remember them things, you kick out the teeth out of your mouth, man. Yeah?
Can you get a small one, Bamakasha?
Yeah, there's a pastor either, man, and just remember certain things and just kick him in the face, man. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
Can you get a small one, Bamakasha?
And give them a broadboard, just pass. The scripture says you have a rather high man, bash them across the head with it, man. You just remember certain things, man. Or you used to work hard for nothing at all, man. Having the false hope that the society did, you know, convince us with, man, one at a time. You know what I mean? Every time we remember something, you're gonna feel it, man. It's not like what you do to us when you was putting the whip cross your back, and there was something where happened one long time ago, where, you know, what would you do? You just do it. Yeah? We have reasons to bash your teeth in, man. Real reasons to bash your teeth in, man. Right? The very fact that you're living in luxury right now, and we're out here living like scorn, what do you call it, scorn? Scoundrels, how they want to call it? Scoundrels.
You motherfucker man, we live like the vagabond pan here.
Yeah? The very fact that we're living in the condition we are, and we can't think about you there in your place. You're good and everything, well off. We want to say all type of something happen to you, we sick, all type of different way. We basically 10 out of 10 chance that you really cause the sickness that will happen to it. Remember them things in the kingdom, they kick out your teeth, man. How much pain man feel certain things that man go through out here, man? You ever catch all the flu yet, and the flu knock down wicked there, you say, good as all the east spray some things and the rain, and you say, yo, when I catch a man here, man. In the middle of your flu, you say, yo, when I catch a brother here, brother. We'll find out, say him do it, I'm in the kingdom. For me, I got to do to him, man. Hey, the scripture says we're going to meditate terror.
Isaiah 33 and verse 18 said, "Thine heart shall meditate terror."
Right.
Where is the scribe? Where is the receiver?
Right.
Where is he that counted the towers? Yeah.
Right. Look, man. We can remember all them things here, man. There are some things that we never even know, so the so-called white man partaking, you know, that happened to us. You know what I mean? You find out, say, yo, you know, he was actively putting poison in you for all the pain we are going through for whatsoever chronic disease. You know what I mean? He knew what he was doing and doing it. And you remember how he did
Spoil many nations.
Right.
The remnant of the people shall spoil you.
Right.
And remember the remnant of Israel are who?
Right.
The elect, man. When He make I go spoil him, man.
Hey, let's add. When they talk about some of that, when they talk to a pharmaceutical student today, and must say, yo, the tin food it have a certain amount of preservative in it where the body can receive. Because the preservative never go over, your body not receive too much of that. They say like 1%. Right? But imagine now, you have 1% of preservative in a tin of corned beef, a tin of mackerel, a tin of tuna, a tin of sardine, and you eat that right through the week. You mash up your body. See me, him say the next thing is that big pharma find out say yo, your blood pressure is supposed to be like 130. And him realize that people start to maintain that. Him say okay. Them say okay, because him not sell as much blood pressure tablet, he might reduce it. Man say yo, your blood pressure, if your blood pressure they are 130, it's high. So you have to buy this up, which is wickedness, man. You understand?
Isaiah 14, I'll start at verse 14. Say, I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I'll start at verse 13. For thou hast said in thine heart, I will ascend into heaven. I will exalt my throne above the stars of God. I will sit also upon the mount of the congregation in the sight of the north.
Which is a miracle, man.
I will.
And the congregation is the whole 12 tribe of Israel, man. Yeah? Go on.
I will ascend above the heights of the clouds.
Go on.
I will be like the Most High.
Right.
Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell.
Oh, you want to be like the Most High, bringing in this technocracy, man. For lack of a better word. You know what I mean? Chipping everybody. You know what I mean? Use AI to basically know the state and the well-being, the whereabouts of everything on the planet, man. Digitalizing the information about everything, you know, on the planet. Trying to be omnipresent. That's what he's trying to do. Yeah? Knowing everything what take place on the planet. That's how the Lord Yahweh Shemashai do it. So this man trying to be like the Most High. Yeah, go on, bro.
Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell.
Going into slavery, man. That's what hell is, man. Yeah? Hell is me kicking in your teeth. Yeah? Yeah? That's hell, man. Bashing across your head. Yeah? And they won't be no court, you know what I mean, when I have to go to court, you know, from a bash across the head, you know. We'll go to court and, you know, go on trial and with a jury of peers and them thing they know. It's going to be justified, man.
The Lord says it.
Yeah? Go on.
To the sides of the pit. They that see thee shall narrowly look up upon thee and consider thee, saying, is this the man that made the earth to tremble?
Tremble, yeah?
And did shake kingdoms, that made the world as a wilderness and
Right.
destroy the cities thereof?
Right, this, as we speak about earlier, this man made the world as a wilderness, man. These men actively destroying them own cities right now. Hey, look, man, look at Bakhmut now and certain well-built cities, you know, in Ukraine, you know, level. Man have all type of weaponry for level cities, man. You know what I talk about the other day, the thermobaric bombs and all them things, man.
Yeah, we just read an article. This the article on something.
Destructive force. He must start using the most destructive weaponry he have yet. He must start using nuclear bombs yet, man. But yet you have cities being leveled, man. And then people go talk about Esau is not the wicked. So-called white man is not the wicked, and he's not Esau. Like seriously, yo, with all the evidence tearing in front of your face, you can say, yo, oh, the white man is Japhet. I'm not Esau, and he's not the wicked. And which planet you're living on? Must planet too.
There's article I'm gonna bring out from RT. Says here. It says Americans view Iraq war as a mistake.
Mistake.
Yeah.
You kill over 2 million people.
They view it as a mistake.
Women and kids also. You know? As the woman come on from the interview and say it was worth it.
It's worth it, yeah.
No, you say that it's a mistake. By a mistake, I kill 2. No, Isa is the only one on the planet can kill 2 million people and say, oops, it's a mixed mistake.
It's a mistake.
My bad.
Shoot another nigga and go in court system and see if I can tell him it's a mistake. Oh, it was a mistake in identity. You're going to prison, man. Yeah? It's another nigga with a plan to kill, and it was a mistake in identity. You're going to prison, man, for murder. So, see, this cracker, you know, him write the rules as him go. You write the rules as him go.
You remember when I got going on the Iraq war?
Yeah.
Everybody in America did glad feet.
Yeah.
Yes. Destroy Saddam,
Yeah.
have weapons of mass destruction. Him are treating people them.
Telling a lie on the next man.
Yes.
And
To justify it.
imagine that, man. Somebody tell a lie on you. You know what I mean? Move on you, man.
Gone. It says 2 decades after the US invaded Iraq, the majority of Americans realized the war was a mistake, according to an Axios Respect poll released this week. While 2/3 of Americans approve of military action in 2003,
Right.
some 61% now believe it was the wrong decision.
Right.
Actually,
No,
come out and say.
no, you realize the wrong decision. Yeah? It's the same thing with slave. It's the same thing with the enslavement. Our people, man. So the scripture says children are complain of an ungodly father, man. Oh, if it was there, we wouldn't partake in it. So 4 parents did it, and we have nothing to do with it now. Oh, really? While them basking in the benefits of what their forefathers did, you know?
Says,
Them are direct beneficiary,
Gone.
but it was a long time ago. Just forget it. That's so-called white man for you. Them are direct beneficiaries telling you to forget it.
And now forget the fake Holocaust.
Yeah, but yeah, on the other hand,
Yeah.
them not ever forget the Holocaust, man. The Holocaust. And 911.
Don't you dare say anything about the Holocaust. Get on.
This is the reason why. You know, we hate you crackers, man. You're a bunch of hypocrites, man. You know, the rules only apply, you know, when it's in your favor.
yeah.
Yeah?
It says the majority of Americans, 67%, don't believe the war in Iraq.
And we hate Negroes who basically support the whole Holocaust argument, man.
Good.
Hate them, man.
Big stone in it.
You know what I mean?
It says
Yeah? For now. We hate it for now because, yeah? Because it's stupid ass. We hate it for now. You know, because when the Lord take you out of flesh, man, because you're suffering, man, you come back into the kingdom in your right mind, man.
you're gonna be loved, man.
Yeah? You're going to be loved afterward.
Yeah.
But for now, we hate you niggers, man.
It says
For your wickedness, man.
it says
Yet them
What?
not dwell it to those.
It says, yeah,
Go on.
it says the majority of Americans, 67%, don't believe the war in Iraq made the U.S. don't make the U.S. any safer, according to what
Many things that the US did, it never made them a safer, man. You know, it just prepared them for the judgment of the Lord. Right? Yeah?
yes.
Because the scripture said, these shall hate the war. Yeah, them European nations also gonna hate it. These scriptures said, these shall hate the war, man. The war is to be hated, man. Right?
This is not
Yeah?
evil. The evil as no need it.
You can give me that part of the precept. You know, and then we can, yeah, and then we can do it.
You shall eat over?
Yeah, that's it.
And it's Revelation 17 and verse 15 say, and he said unto me, the water which thou sawest, where the whore sitteth,
Gone.
are peoples, multitudes, and nations, and tongues.
Right.
And the 10 horns which thou sawest upon the beast, these shall eat the whore,
Right.
and shall make her desolate and naked, and
Right.
shall eat her flesh, and burn her with
And
fire.
you can hear double standard. You hear them speak about the double standard that America have. Even European countries speak about double standard man, and how them do things to their own selfish means. And this is the eight basically brewing. You know, everybody to suffer for them you know, for them interests. Everybody suffer based off of them doing for them own interest, man. So she's gonna be burnt. You know? This country's gonna be glad when Russia destroyed. And people gonna be in awe. You know what I mean? You never know that something like this could have happened. You know, even though it was spoken about and was warned about. You know, people was them way into a thermonuclear war. You know? We don't even think twice about it, man. She's gonna be burnt, man.
Huh?
Yeah?
Can.
We'll play around with fire. You know, play with fire, I get burned, man. They keep on talking about them nuclear bombs, man, and bringing them out, testing them, and you play with fire, so you're gonna get burned. That's how it is, man. So, the last priest, and then we can close off. You have a priest up here? Hello?
Yeah, man. Job 20 and verse 4 said, knowest thou not this of old, since man was placed upon the earth,
Right.
that the triumph of the wicked is short,
Right.
and the joy of a hypocrite but for a moment.
Right.
Though his excellency mount up to the heavens, and his head reach unto the clouds,
Right.
yet he shall perish forever like his own dung.
Right.
They which have seen
And the
him,
Lord Yahweh Shema shall pronounce that on you, man. The so-called white man, which is Esau and Edom. Yeah? And this will come to pass, yeah?
right?
For the Lord has spoken it. Yeah? Go on up.
They which have seen him shall say, where is he?
Right.
He shall fly away as a dream, and shall not be found. Yea, he shall be chased away as a vision
There's
of
going
the
to be a
night.
point in time on the earth where you will never see a white man again. Don't even remember some man that look like him that upon the earth.
Non-existence.
Become extinct. That's what the scripture said there, shall be what? Shall be not any remain of the house of Esau. Yeah? Yes, that's what the Lord said, man. And it is justified. It's justified. And some may not like it, you know, some may feel disgruntled about it, you know what I mean? But the Lord is the Lord, sure the Lord do what he want to do. You know what I mean? And in this case, you know, the Lord is going to get rid of these people, man. And guess what? We applaud it, man. We applaud it, man. Yeah? We applaud it, man. To hell, where a Negro want believe, you know what I mean? We're insensitive. When it come, we're sensitive, I mean, when it come on to the so-called white man and his faith, man. Yeah? Gonna have to pay for what he did. You know?
The eyes also which saw him shall see him no more,
Gone.
neither shall his place any more behold him.
God. You not even got an inheritance on the earth. You have other nations basically that get them inheritance, man. You know what I mean? You're not gonna get any, man. And rightly done. But you know what a wickedness this man basically are partaking at this minute, man. At this minute. And it's affecting you all, man. It's affecting you all. As we said, if you feel a pain in the toe, I'm somehow connected to it, man. Yeah?
Goods.
Yeah, so, you know,
They will not take pleasure in his
with that
own
we
goods.
say, Kalalali Abashimi Washai Bashem Rakakodash, double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Stone. Shalom to the brothers in the highway and byway preaching this word in sincerity and in truth and honesty. Shalom.
Shalom.
So,